A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a groundbreaking decision on July 9, 2025, the U.S. Supreme Court has paved the way for President Donald Trump's administration to enact sweeping job cuts across various federal agencies. A move that could lead to tens of thousands of layoffs and fundamentally alter the structure of the federal bureaucracy. This decision stems from an executive order issued by Trump in February, which instructed federal agencies to prepare for significant staff reductions. The ruling indicates that the court believes the Trump administration is likely to succeed in its argument that the directives fall within the president's legal authority. This is a significant victory for Trump, who has been working to consolidate power within the executive branch since returning to office earlier this year. The Supreme Court's ruling overturned a previous order by San Francisco-based U.S. District Judge Susan Ilston, who had temporarily blocked the mass layoffs, arguing that Trump exceeded his authority by failing to consult Congress, a body responsible for creating and funding the agencies affected by these cuts. In her ruling, Ilston emphasized that history shows the president can only restructure federal agencies with congressional authorization. Despite this setback for the lower court, the Supreme Court clarified that it was not ruling on the legality of specific layoff plans at this point. Those plans, which include proposals from various departments such as Agriculture, Commerce, Health and Human Services, and Veterans Affairs, could still face legal challenges based on union opposition, statutory restrictions, and civil service protections. The White House hailed the Supreme Court's decision as a definitive victory for Trump, reinforcing his authority to push for greater efficiency in the federal government. However, sources within the administration have indicated that while the ruling removes a significant legal barrier, it does not authorize immediate layoffs. There may still be additional delays or legal hurdles ahead that could impact the execution of these cuts. A coalition of unions, nonprofits, and local governments that oppose the mass layoffs expressed their disappointment in the ruling, stating that it poses a serious threat to democracy and the essential services that the American public depends on. They have vowed to continue their legal fight against the administration's plans, warning that if implemented, these cuts could result in hundreds of thousands of layoffs, severely impacting public services. Public sentiment regarding Trump's downsizing initiative appears divided. A recent Reuters Ipsos poll indicated that 56% of Americans support the effort to downsize the federal government, while 40% oppose it. The support for these cuts is heavily partisan, with 89% of Republicans in favor compared to just 26% of Democrats. As agencies begin to move forward with their downsizing plans, the State Department has already indicated its intention to proceed with a historic reorganization plan that could see nearly 2,000 employees laid off. This follows a broader initiative launched by Trump upon taking office, which aims to significantly reduce the federal civilian workforce, currently standing at 2.3 million. The initiative has been spearheaded by billionaire Elon Musk and his Department of Government Efficiency, which has aggressively sought to streamline operations by terminating employees and restructuring departments. Critics of the administration's approach argue that the cuts are being executed haphazardly, leading to chaos within various agencies and jeopardizing vital public services, such as Social Security processing. By late April, reports indicated that approximately 260,000 civil servants had already been affected by the overhaul through firings, resignations, and early retirements. Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson was the only dissenting voice on the Supreme Court, expressing concern over the implications of the ruling. She criticized her colleagues for what she perceived as an eagerness to endorse the president's controversial actions in an emergency context. Jackson warned that the executive action could lead to mass employee terminations, the cancellation of federal programs, and the dismantling of government structures as established by Congress. As the situation unfolds, the administration's next steps remain uncertain. While the Supreme Court's ruling has cleared a path for potential layoffs, the legal landscape continues to evolve, and various stakeholders are poised to challenge the administration's efforts. The outcome of these developments will have far-reaching implications for the federal workforce, public services, and the balance of power between the executive branch and Congress. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.